Well, hello my friends, and happy Sunday to you. So today is our color and collage paper challenge, and it is a good one. It's all of my favorite colors. It just makes me happy. I opened it up, I pulled out the example, and I was like, well, isn't that wonderful? So I am so excited. I have some great ideas about our challenge today. And our word for inspiration is adventure. And so that's going to lead me in a direction of creating something like an abstract landscape with my collage papers. And my colors are just fantastic. I cannot wait to share the color mixing with you. So all the stencils that I use today will be on sale, and the links will be below. And we'll talk about, I think, what I'm going to be using. So let's take a look at where I'm at. So I've got my color and collage paper challenge out here, and I've got my book out here. And all of these links and everything are available, and the papers to download are available in the free subscriber library if you want to play along this year with the color challenge. And collage paper. Collage paper is important because I am using up my collage paper, not making any new ones. So the photo for this inspiration, I love it, and I actually love needlepoint, but it's not something that inspires me to create from. Some of the other ones have. This one doesn't. But because of the word adventure, I thought, I'm going to do the landscape kind of thing with collage paper. So the color mixing is really, really easy. So for this is like a magenta. I used Alizarin Crimson Hue, and I've mixed these up, and I'm going to show these to you. Alizarin Crimson Hue and Cerulean Blue. And I put just a little bit of blue in first to mix, and then added some Alizarin Crimson Hue to make my quinacridone magenta. And that magenta has a real blue undertone, and that's what I love about magenta, is that real kind of undertone of color, almost to like the violet, a red violet. But if you add too much blue, it's more violet than magenta. But Alizarin Crimson Hue is actually real red, but as soon as you add that magenta, add that blue to the Alizarin Crimson, it's just so gorgeous. And then if you just add white to that mixture, that's all I did was add white, I get my next color of magenta, that lighter color, and it is perfect. The colors were so easy to mix. Then for the green gold color, and it's kind of a muted green gold, I mixed my cerulean blue and yellow with a touch of cad orange, because it kind of takes it down into that kind of muted greenish gold color. And then I just added white to it to lighten it up, to take it to that real kind of light color. It took a couple of white, adding several different applications of white to get it to the lightest color that I wanted, but it was perfect. But this is a great recipe for mixing all of these colors, really, but especially the green gold. If you add that touch of orange, it kind of really turns it into that really yummy green gold color. And then for the teal, super easy to do, yellow, and this is cad yellow that I'm using, and I'll share that with you in just a second. Cad yellow and cerulean blue, and mix those together. More blue than yellow. That will give you that dark teal color. And then once I've gotten the dark teal color, for the light color, I've just got I just add white. So these are the same colors, just adding white to it. Gives me my dark and my light. So cerulean blue, and a lot of cerulean blue, more cerulean blue than cad yellow, and then just adding white. And then for the dark color, I just took my teal, my dark teal color that I mixed, and added black to it. And it has that kind of blue undertone, but with that dark black color. And super, super easy to mix and put together. So I used cad yellow, and I added some cad orange just for that green gold. I used alizarin crimson hue for the base of my magenta, and then I used my mixture of cerulean blue. It's basically the same as this golden so flat. These are my matte flat bare paints, house paints that I use. So cerulean blue and alizarin crimson for the magenta, and then gesso, just plain white gesso for my white, and then cad yellow and cerulean blue for the green gold, with a touch of cad orange and some white, and then cerulean blue and cad yellow, again cerulean blue and cad yellow, just changing up the mixture and adding more blue to the yellow for my teal, and then adding white to that, and then black. I use black gesso. That is how simple this color mixing chart is. I mean, it was super easy to put together. A lot of times I can struggle getting to a color. These were easy. I have mixed these about 1,000 times, so I knew the base of a lot of these colors, and so they went together very, very easily. Okay, so now I pulled from my color inspiration some collage papers. Now, some of these are just like, you know, brayer off sheets, but I'm going to add some pattern on here with some stencils in maybe the lighter teal or one of the other colors, like a green. Teal and green look really great together, but I pulled some colors that really go well with, and these were easy for me to pull because these are colors that I use all the time. Now this has got some sienna in it. I'm okay with that. I could do a wash over it to maybe kind of change it just a little bit, but these matched really well. Now this one's a little bit more green teal than blue teal, so I probably will do maybe a wash of something over this if I decide to use this. I like it because it's got pattern, and I'm looking for small pattern to create my mountains and those kinds of things. So I want to put a lot of pattern on these papers. Now this color here is kind of a brighter teal. It's kind of close to this, so I can do a wash over this as well and adjust these how I need to. Like this is a greener teal, but it's got some really interesting pattern. Like something like this, I'll probably put pattern on it, and so I'll do a wash over that. This one was a really good dark teal color that was close enough to my pattern, and it's got some pattern on it. The pattern's a little big, so I may put another pattern over the top of this. We'll see. This is a good kind of light teal color, and I may put a wash over it, but that kind of shadowy color really kind of goes well with the color that I've got. This one I pulled, now it's green, I know, but I kind of liked the pattern underneath it. I should be careful. I don't know if these colors are dry yet. But I thought if I put a wash of teal over this, that would be kind of cool as a part of the landscape, kind of these viney things. I don't know. All of this is, you know, just me kind of thinking outside the box. This is great because it's got kind of both colors, green, gold, and the teal. And I could use some of this smaller pattern in here, but I love that one. This I got out because it was really perfect for my darker color. So, and it's got a small pattern, so I think I'll probably be using that for sure. This one I pulled again because I can create some small pattern on it, and it's like the right color. It may be a little too light, so I could do the darker pattern color on there. And then, of course, magenta. I have all kinds of magenta papers, and these are just blanks that I can add. I can add a pattern to, and these are a little lighter. Not a ton, but a little bit lighter than what I mixed, so I can do some of that darker color on top for pattern. This is perfect too because it's got magenta and green gold. I mean, these are just like all my favorite colors. And I have, so me pulling papers, I was like, woohoo! But I've got, and this one's a really good dark one. And it's a little bit more red than magenta, but I thought, you know, if I decide to use it, I could add some more just magenta pattern to it. And then I've got a bunch of different lighter tones. See, like that's perfect for that. So is this one. This has kind of some scratchy marks on it, but I could add pattern to that. Same with this one. That's really good light color match right there. So I was pleased. This is a good pattern, like small pattern, and I may add something to it. It's a little bit redder, but yeah. So I had fun pulling my collage papers and pulling those out. Now I also will use, so I have this scrap bucket of goodies and like treasures that I'm going to use and throw into the background and that kind of thing. And like I have a few of these little bits left. I think those would be cool in part of the landscape. I'm just, you know, thinking out loud as, you know, I'm kind of pulling things together. So I'll have my neutrals, blacks and whites and those kinds of things. And then as far as stencils, I pulled all small patterns to create with. I'm not sure which ones I will be using. These are graphic flowers. These are the simple pattern stencils. This is carved, one of the newer ones. And this is a brand new one. This is petals. I thought that would be really cute. I could do simple pattern on different things. So this is the petals, 2 5x8. These are all 5x8 stencils, and I chose the 5x8s because I want small pattern. Those are the colors that I have. Now I probably will throw in some, so I'll be using whites and blacks, of course, but I probably will throw in maybe some unbleached titanium or like a Titan buff color mixture for like sky or to, you know, that kind of thing. But nothing out really too much outside of the color palette that I have because it's my favorite. So that is my plan. And oh, and the other thing I have out too is, what did I do with it? I printed out a quote, and it says, "Life is one grand adventure," because that's our inspiration. And I really firmly believe that. And adventure is risky and exciting and fun and scary. And adventure, you're not sure, you're taking risks. And that is life. Life is one grand adventure. And some days, the days are magical, and some days the days are hard. Climbing up the hills, trying to get to where you're going, trying to reach the summit. Whatever analogy you want to put to the adventure and life, life is an adventure. And when we're on the hard roads, keep thinking about where you're going and what you're going to achieve, and how you're going to get there, and that you're gonna make it one step at a time. That is life. That is life every single day. It's good. It's like all mixed together in one day. It can be happy and sad and scary and hard, all in the same day, or all in the same month, or all in the same year. Life is an adventure, and we just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep going, my loves. You're doing great. You're doing it. You're going to make it. And that is what I got from the adventure part of our inspiration today. Don't forget, it is one giant adventure, our lives. And we get to make of it what we want. We can remember the good and focus on the good and keep going. All right, my loves, I am going to get started on this. I'm excited about where this is going to go. It's all my favorite colors. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick was, I almost forgot. So coming up in the subsequent Sunday inspirations, I am going to be taking some time off. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to be putting out videos on Sunday, but I'm going to be taking some older content and remixing it and putting it together for you for Sundays, or shorter videos, different things like that. I have been doing Sunday inspiration for 10 years now, maybe more than that, and have taken maybe 1 or 2 days off of putting out a video every week. And it's a lot of work. And with life's adventure, with my husband's heart issues and things like that, I need to make sure that I focus on the really important things. And not that this isn't important, because this is my passion and this is what I love. And I love you guys so much. Your encouragement over the last couple of weeks from like 2 videos ago just it brought me to tears. I am incredibly grateful for this community. But I am incredibly busy and I work a lot, and I need to make sure to make space for the people who are important in my life. And I was quickly reminded, as my husband was in the hospital, that life is short. And so I want to step away during the summer months and take some time to rest, and also to take some time to be with the people that I love. And so my videos may look a little bit different every other Sunday. I'll be here for the challenges and for all the things that I have planned, like the Grunge Factor and Mary Oliver's inspiration and Color and Collage Challenge and all those things. They'll all be here, but every other video or so, I will be kind of doing a remix of some older ones and kind of packaging some things together that are maybe the same focus or the same style or different things like that. And kind of take a little rest this summer. And then we'll see how that goes, and then be back in the fall for all of the excitement of seasons changing. But I did want to let you know that will be coming. And if you get my weekly email, I will remind you of that as well. So anyway, I am so grateful for this community, for all of the encouragement that you give me every week. I'm getting teary about it because some of you have been with me from the very beginning. And that was a long time ago. And I am so incredibly grateful. My community has grown so much, and I just love you guys and your constant encouragement of what I do. And that I am grateful for. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start creating. All right, my loves, I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful, and I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.